Hey, what's going on? This is Andre from AndreSanders.net. Why isn't money talked about openly? I don't know where this dogma came from as far as, oh, don't talk about money or it's rude to talk about money, but, it's really all just lies and myths. I mean, what's the point of not talking about the main resource that gets you what you want to do? You see what I'm saying? For those that who've always been curious as far as how money, goes, it really is just a game. And some people might not like to hear that, but when you hear very successful self-made millionaires, one of them being Robert Kiyosaki, obviously rich author of the Rich Dad books, and Tony Robbins, who has a book, and I'm in the middle of reading it right now, Money Masters the Game. And Robert Kiyosaki has a game called Cash Flow 101, but it's just that, a game. It's not Monopoly on steroids. It's really try to connect the dots when you hear stuff like that as far as games played, because it really is the game, but unfortunately a lot of people don't know how it's played. Now those two gentlemen right there have gone their way as far as trying to figure out why most people have not tried to figure out this game and why they get burned, unfortunately. Why it's not talked about mostly like in the homes and schools or whatever. Robert Kiyosaki has always been big as far as it's not taught, financial education is not taught in schools. And it's unfortunate because you see a lot of people struggling. They might not want to talk about money for whatever reasons beyond me, because like I just mentioned earlier, it's the main resource to get you what you want to do. Not saying that you sit there and have to worship or anything, that myth, oh, money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. It never says that biblically as far as being an evil. As far as, I never had a problem with somebody saying they want so much. It's just that what you want to do with it. You see what I'm saying? And that's another thing that's not really taught in schools. Napoleon Hill called the school system out in Think and Grow Rich in the 1930s, as far as schools not really teaching students to give them a definite chief aim, a purpose. And that's the reason why they kind of like, you just go through the motions of life. I'm just going to go get a job, or maybe I start a business. But you're really, you're maybe a small business owner. You don't really think about really expanding it to really a big business. It's again, go back to Kiyosaki's book Cash Flow Quadrant, where he separated the employees, self-employed, as a specialist, big business owner, and investor side. Just really trying to expand a business if you choose to go in business for yourself. But again, you got to go. It goes back to want to know how the game is played, as far as how the money game is played, and why isn't it really talked about openly. Again, I don't think it's rude or anything when somebody talks about that. A lot of people do think so, which is again beyond me. That doesn't turn me off or anything. Or as far as when somebody talks about how much they make a year at a job or whatever, or how much they make from a business. Being a home-based business professional, I've seen a lot bigger numbers that are really astounding. But it goes back to wanting to educate myself as why is that, and also what happens with money, as far as how the government really will try to get you in taxes, and how you can get away from that and still keep money in your pocket after taxes. That's again goes back to financial education. I mentioned two sources again: the Rich Dad books and Tony Robbins' book, Money Masters the Game. That can help you answer those questions. So something to really think about, other than just getting mostly upset when that word, we see as evil, which is not, because it's good and bad in everything. So something to really think about as well too. And also, talking about if those that are big in religion, look at the book of Matthew, chapter 25, as far as how the parable of the talents, if people want to really go that way, So again, something to really think about as far as why isn't it talked about? Why not go and try to investigate for ourselves? As far as why isn't it talked about openly? And why people get kind of emotionally have like a negative emotion? That's that word moved around a lot. Again, when it's mainly a resource to get us to what we want to do. Something to think about. So if you got value for what was shared here, love to read your comments below, or like and share this video. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.